Oh, 29 people. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Give us just a second to get settled in here. All right, get this taken care of. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Evelyn. Good to see you. Hopefully I pronounced your name right, Evelyn. Evelyn. All right, give us just a sec to get set up. Welcome. My name is Dan. Welcome to Hambone's Trivia. We are so excited to have you. There are 21 people in the room right now. I have Sean, my grading help and the Hambones team on the phone in my ear right here. And we'll plan to get started right around 8:30. All right. Ooh, Sean, we got to get the timer hooked up. Be ready to rock and roll. Sean, can you still hear me? You got Matt on as well, Sean. Gotcha. Got to step over my cable there to get the timer hooked up. Here we go. All right. I will do that for you right now. All right, Sean, you got the link in there. All right, welcome everybody. We have 27 people on the stream right now at 8:19. We'll plan to get the game started around 8:30. Willisons, hello. It's great to see you virtually. All right. I will describe how everything works as we start to get more people in the stream, and then we'll be off to the races at about 8:30 and ready to rock and roll. We got 31 people in the video with 11 minutes till game time. Welcome. You got it, buddy. All right, Amy Brown. Hello, Amy Brown. Welcome. Welcome. We are so happy to see you. George Julian, School 57. Love it. PTSA, welcome. We are happy to be here with you on this beautiful Friday night, the start to a beautiful weekend in the trivia capital of the world, Indianapolis, Indiana. Give me just 1 second. Alyssa, hello. Great to see you. Welcome to the game. My name is Dan. I will be your host tonight. We're just wrapping up, getting set up while we're waiting for everybody to get here. It is 8:21. Let's see. It is a balmy 64 degrees in Indianapolis, Indiana, both on the west side where I am, on the east side where I believe most of you are, in Irvington. It's supposed to be 82 degrees tomorrow. Boom, finally. Welcome to May. All right, we have a fantastic round of trivia for you all tonight. It's going to be great. Some great sponsors bringing this game to you tonight. We're going to talk a lot about healing arts, about our title sponsor, Kemba, Plaque Collective, the Clayton team of Plaque Collective, rather, Giacomo Upper Crust Pizza. We got all sorts of people we're going to talk about. Associated Advertising, Audrey's Place, Irvington Insurance. We're going to have a great time. All right. This timer is not actually a real timer back there. Sorry about that. But yeah, we will get started here in about 8 minutes. It is 8:22. We'll get started right about 9 o'clock. Also, if you have any questions, issues at all, please paste it right in the chat right away, and I'll answer right away. And I got Sean on the phone, who's also going to be helping out in the chat, answering any questions that you might have. In the description of this video, you should find 2 links. One will say Real Deal. That is the answer sheet on which the member of your team who's going to be entering answers should be entering their answers. And then there's one called View Only with a green background. It say View Only Green. It's got a green background, and the reason it has a green background is because that is the View Only form. So if you're looking at the green background, you should not be expected to enter any answers. You should just be participating as a member of a team, and then the person on your team that's going to be submitting the answer should have the red background on the Real Deal sheet. We can talk through that a little bit more as we go. 2 forms are the same, except for one asks you to answer questions and the other one does not. All right, we have 40 people in the room. Welcome. You don't want to see my boring drop ceiling. You want to see more of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway flag. Look at that. That's a little bunched up. There we go. That's more like it. People forget that Indianapolis is not only the racing capital of the world, but also the trivia capital of the world. There we go. Perfect. George Julian School 57, Irvington, Indiana. The former of your 2 options there, Sean. Oh man, the George Julian School, just a stone's throw away from Giacomo Upper Crust Pizza, Black Acre Brewing Company. Love it. Lincoln Square Pancake House. That's what I'm talking about. All right, it is 8:25. We have 5 minutes before we're going to start tonight. We have 48 people on the stream. Again, feel free to reach out in the chat, which I believe is on this side of the screen. Feel free to reach out in the chat if you have any problems, any questions. We'd be happy to answer. If you want to make fun of how my hair is way too long, I needed a haircut about 3 weeks before all the lockdown stuff started. So we're going on like 11 weeks past the point of needing a haircut. So please bear with me. Feel free to tease me in the chat. Can't come up with an answer to some question, you're welcome to answer that I need a haircut. We'll count that for bonus points. But yeah, we have a great trivia set tonight. There are 4 rounds of trivia. I'll explain how it goes when we get there. But 4 rounds of trivia. First one is 1 answer per question. The second one is a picture round. Third one is a list round, which I'll explain. And then the 4th one, that's where the magic happens. You're going to wager in the 4th round. So we have a great game of trivia for you tonight. It's going to be fantastic. All right, it is 8:27. We'll wait about 5 more minutes to get started. Just a little bit after 8:30, so we give enough time for everyone to get in. 52 people here. That's great. So I'll talk a lot more about this here in just a little bit. But tonight, as you probably know, helping to raise funds for the George Julian the sensory room. So we'll talk a lot about the sensory room. I'm going to post in the chat the link to more information about the sensory room, which we'll talk about right after the game starts. Go check that out as you're waiting for us to get started here. Really great cause. All right, we are up to 56 people. Welcome again to Hambone's Trivia, partnering with the PTSA at George Julian School 57. We are so happy to have you. We'll get started here in about 2 minutes. All right, it is 8:29, so we'll get started here shortly. A couple of quick programming notes about Hambone's Trivia in case you're interested in playing any more after tonight's, in case you just demolish everybody, come away the victor, and want to try your hand at more Hambone's Trivia games. We have every single weeknight, we have the Hambone's Trivia Monster Game at 8:30, which we invite you to play, as well as theme games throughout every week, including an Indy 500 game tomorrow. That's a pay-to-play game, but that should be a great Indy 500 trivia game. But all right, it is 8:30, so I'm going to go ahead and explain how everything works here so that we're ready to rock and roll at just after 8:30. But thank you so much for joining us at the PTSA for George Julian School 57 Hambone's Trivia. Michael, how do your Zoom team members join? If you're in a Zoom meeting with the rest of your team, like on a computer off to the side, and you're also watching me, what you're going to want to do is in the description of this video, there are 2 links. One of them is for the real deal answer form. That's the one where whatever the team member is that'll be entering the answers on behalf of your team, you'll want to use that red one because that has fields where you can enter the answers so that Sean, who's in my ear and on the phone, Sean and I will grade your answers if you submit them on the real deal form, which is in red. If you're just following along, if you're not the team member that's going to be entering the answers, you only want one who's entering the answers. If you're not, you're going to use the view only answer form that has a green background. So in the links below, real deal red is for your team captain or the person that's going to be entering the answers. The rest of the team follow along on the view only form, which should have a green background. Good question, Michael. All right. You're hearing a lot of feedback from me, Aletta. Is anyone else hearing feedback from me? Okay. Aletta, I'd suggest maybe hitting refresh at the top of the video. That may solve that if it's something goofy going on with the video. Thank you, everybody. Well, hello. Libby, Daniel, Alyssa, Meredith, hello. Willison's, good to see you. We're happy to have everybody. We have 61 people. All right. Do we have Hillary yet? It is fixed now. Great to hear that, Aletta. Perfect. All right, we'll get started here in about 1 minute. Hillary is on. All right. Hillary, are we good to get started? Hello, Tara, Alyssa. All right, we are good to get started. Welcome, everybody. We have 55 people. It is 8:32 in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana, whether you're on the west side like me in Plainfield or you're on the east side like most of you likely are in Irvington. It is a great night in Indy, and it is a great night for trivia, and it is a great night to be in the PTSA for George Julian School 57. Tonight's trivia is brought to you by Kemba Credit Union, so big thank you to the title sponsor, Kemba Credit Union. Tonight, as you may know, we are raising funds for a new sensory room at the school. Our friends at Irvington Community Council have already generously donated $5,000 towards the sensory room. This is halfway to the goal of $10,000. The proceeds from the tickets for each of your teams to play tonight that you have purchased are going towards the total as well. And for that, we thank you, both on behalf of Hambone Trivia and the PTSA. We thank you very much for that. To learn more about the sensory room or to donate directly towards the cause instead of just through buying tickets, visit the website that I'm about to put in the chat. So I have just pasted into the chat the link to learn more and donate towards the cause of the sensory room at the school. So please take some time to check that out. There'll be a little bit of time between rounds. You'll get an opportunity to read about it then. So otherwise, my name is Dan. I will be your host tonight for Hambone's Trivia. Oh, you can't hear me. Nick, Sean, can you still hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing. All right, Meredith. Meredith, we'll figure it out here in a little bit. Hold on, please. Okay. All right, great to hear. Thank you so much for all the feedback. Meredith, I will also explain in the chat after I am done talking. Okay, so we will please wait. You got it, Alyssa. All right. So it says, so we're in a holding pattern here for just a second while Hillary says, wait. Now is a perfect time to go check out the link that I just sent in the chat to learn a little bit more about the sensory room. I'll paste it one more time. I got a chance to look through this just before the game, and it looks awesome. It looks awesome. Halfway to the goal. All right. So just to let you know, I currently have all of the forms locked up, so we can't start yet. You should be on the welcome sheet that you would have found after you clicked on the links down below. When I say so here in just a little while, I will unlock those sheets and you can proceed through the stop sign to get started. I think we're just trying to get the last of the folks in and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. No problem, Melissa. We'll wait until we're all ready to go. In the meantime, again, I'll apologize for my horrible hair day. It's getting so bad that someone here at work brought me this hairband. So if I put it on, my hair looks like I should be starting for Manchester United tomorrow or something like that. So we'll try to keep you from having to see too much of that. Yeah, thank you, Evelyn. Yeah, I'm a pretty terrible soccer player too, but isn't that terrible? Yeah, between this one and then because they were calling me Shaggy there for a while, and I've got this nasty COVID mustache too. This is my quarantine stash. That way, social distancing enforces itself, And then they also gave me this. This is things are gonna be. This is what happens when we have to stall a little bit. You get to see behind the Hambone's curtain here. Here we go. So we also do a little bit of this action, I have Sean on the phone from the grading team. I can basically hear him screenshotting this to hold this over my head later, but oh yeah, it's a good look. Hello, my name is Dan and I'm your host tonight. Feel free to not take me seriously at all because I look like some sort of vegetable you just pulled up out of the ground. All right, Alyssa, we are good to go. That is great to hear. So welcome again to Hambone's Trivia. I'll just quickly give you the recap of what we already talked about. Tonight, we're obviously playing to benefit the sensory room at the school. I linked in the chat a couple of times how to find out more about the sensory room. If you can, please check that out. Please donate. Really, really awesome cause that we're playing for tonight. Speaking of playing, we have 4 great rounds of trivia. These are fantastic questions. Matt, the guy that owns Hambones, and I went through and certified all these questions. They are some great questions. So I think we're going to have a great time tonight. Over those 4 rounds, I'll explain how they go. Each one is a little bit different. Rule number 1, the only rule is don't cheat. Don't use your cell phones. Don't use Google. Don't cheat. Just use nothing but your own rationality to get to the answers. You're going to have a great time. So with that in mind, I am going to unlock the first round. Round 1 is unlocked. So please proceed through the stop sign to the first round. I'll read the questions here in just a second. Round 1 is brought to you by Healing Arts Indy. You'll see their name in the answer form there, Healing Arts Indy. Great partner tonight for getting us off the ground for this game. Also, we want to shout out our title sponsor, Kemba Credit Union, where their focus is on the community. They don't serve shareholders, they serve their members. Your money stays in the community and serves your community. Also, we want to thank our gold sponsor, that is the Clayton team of Platt Collective. All right, so your team code, great question. Your team code is going to be the last 7 digits of your phone number. So it helps us keep track of who you are as you're entering your answers. So you're coming up with your own team code. Basically, what you need to do is enter your email so we can reach out and find you. If you win prizes tonight, which I'll explain here in just a minute, there is not a password. Basically, all that you'll need to do is enter your email at the top so we know how to reach out to you. Your team code is the last 7 digits of your phone number. So for me, that would be 416-7149. And I'm going to enter that every round so that we can grade you on the back end. Also, enter a team name. Might as well get creative because if you're in the top 15, we'll read it out loud. And then let us know how many people you have on your team. Shouldn't be a password. You should be able to get right in and head into round 1, sponsored by Kemba, by Healing Arts Indy, and by the Clayton team of the Platt Collective. So let us know in the chat if you have any problems getting in, but without further ado, here are our questions to the first round. Ashley Connor, yes, in the description of the video there is a link for the real deal. That's the one in which you'll enter your answers. And there is a link for a green view only answer form on which you can read and not enter any answers, just to read along for the rest of your team. Haley, feel free to refresh. If you refresh on your sheet, you should be able to get in there. Hey, Sean, can you get in the chat and help me out, please? Sure. All right, so Sean is going to post the links in the chat, and then we can go ahead and get started. Let us know again if you have any problems. I'm going to read the questions, and then we can get you caught up. Round 1, question 1, each one of these questions is worth 5 points. I'm going to give you 3 people all born in the same year. I want you to give me that year plus or minus 2. Dr. Dre, J.K. Rowling, Charlie Sheen. All three of them born in the same year. You have to get within 2 years. Dr. Dre, J.K. Rowling, and Charlie Sheen. Number 2, what president's likeness is on a dime? What president's likeness is on a dime? I want you to tell me that president. Question 3, I want you to give me the team name who has the only helmet in the NFL with all three of that team's primary colors on the helmet. I want you to give me the name of the NFL team with all three of that team's primary colors on their helmet. Question 4, the CNN documentary / mini-series, the 1960s, says that no matter what you were doing, Sunday nights at 8, you were going to watch what TV show? I want you to give me the name of that TV show. CNN documentary miniseries about the 60s called the 1960s says no matter what you were doing, Sundays at 8, you were going to watch what TV show? And question 5, what book was a result of a bet between an author and a publisher that a best-selling book could not be written using 50 unique words or less? I want you to give me the name of that book. An author and a publisher had a bet that said, hey, I don't think you can write a best-selling book using only 50 unique words or less. What book is that? I want you to give me the book. And question 6, to combat false rumors, General Foods sent letters to school principals, created open letters to parents, took out ads in major publications, and sent the inventor on a road show to explain that this candy, I want you to give me the candy, was not dangerous. So to combat false rumors, General Foods sent letters to school principals, created open letters to parents, took out ads in major publications, and sent the inventor of this candy, I'm looking for the name of this candy, on the road to explain that this candy was not dangerous. All right, those are your 6 questions to round 1. Perfect, Allie. Your 6 questions to round 1. Answer those in the real deal form. That's the red one. One person on your team should be answering in the red form, and get those into us. You have 6 minutes. I'm sorry, you have, yes, 6 minutes. Good luck. Let us know in the chat if you have any problems. Haley, I'm hoping you got in. Ashley, I'm hoping you got in. Spicy Boost, what a great name. Spicy Boost, I hope your team name is as good as Spicy Boost. I believe it's like 30. Sure thing. Also, I shorted you on time there just a little bit. I apologize. You should have 7 minutes left. Started with 8, you should have 7 left. When you're done with round one, hit the submit button and move forward, and then stop at the stop sign. Stop at the stop sign after you're done with round one. All right, you have 3.5 minutes left. You're about halfway done with round one. All right, we're starting to get some answers in. You have just under 3 minutes left for round one. All right, exactly 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in the first round. Tua. If you're done early with round one and want to learn a little bit more about the sensory room, as I just did while you were working on round one, the link to the information is in the chat. Go check it out. Really, really awesome stuff. Wow. All right, you have just over 1 minute left, and we have 15 teams in. 15. All right, 30 seconds. We need your answers. 30 seconds left in the first round, folks. All right, 10 seconds. We need your answers. We have 24 teams in. If you're not in, you got to get them in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. All right, time is up on round one. Get your answers in, and I have your answer to the first round. Quick reminder, first round brought to you by Healing Arts Indy, brought to you by our title sponsor, Chemical Credit Union, and by the Clayton team of the Platt Collective. Here are your answers. Dr. Dre, J.K. Rowling, Charlie Sheen, all born in the same year. You had to be within 2 years of 1965. 1965. So we counted 63 to 67. All right. What president's likeness is on a dime? That president is FDR. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, FDR. Question 3, the only helmet with 3 primary colors on it is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Question 4, in the CNN documentary miniseries of the 1960s, it says no matter what you were doing at 8, you better be watching the Ed Sullivan Show. Ed Sullivan Show. Number 5, what book was a result of a bet between author and publisher that the author could not write a best-selling book using 50 unique words or less? That book, Green Eggs and Ham. Green Eggs and Ham, Dr. Seuss. Better believe he won that bet. And lastly, question 6, to combat false rumors, General Foods sent letters to school principals, open letters to parents, ads, and publications, sent the inventor on the road to say that Pop Rocks were safe. Pop Rocks were safe. I was doing some reading during the last round on this. People thought eating them would make your stomach explode. So thank goodness it doesn't, because I've had a lot of Pop Rocks. All right, great job on round 1. Now it is time for round 2. So you should have seen a stop sign. You can go through that stop sign. Round 2 is brought to you by Giacomo Upper Crust Pizza, a personal favorite of mine in Irvington. I love the Buff Witch. Amazing sandwich. They're still open for pickup and delivery. Please check them out. Next, we want to shout out our gold sponsor, the Clayton team of the Plaque Collective, before we get started. Clayton team is headed up by Natalie Clayton, a 5th-generation East Sider, proud alum of George Julian. She and her husband, Blake, reside on the East Side. Leslie Gibson, another member of the team, is currently serving as president of the Irvington Community Council, who we just learned generously donated $5,000 to the sensory room, so thank you to them. They are invested in our community just like each one of us. For your real estate needs, reach out to the Clayton team family, which includes Leslie from Irvington Community Council, Blake, and Natalie Clayton. Check them out. And our title sponsor, of course, Kemba Credit Union, and our bronze sponsors, Audrey Place and Irvington Insurance, which we'll tell you more about here in just a minute. So go past the stop sign to enter round 2. Round 2 is the picture round. I want you to name the TV show shown. Name the TV show. It's generally whose living room is shown. Name the TV show based on the living room. You have another 8 minutes. Good luck. By the time I get this thing working, you'll have 7 minutes. There we go. All right. Daniel Baker, thank you. Sean, I think we're good. Great work in the first round. Looks like Pop Rocks was nails. Everybody knew Pop Rocks. Green Eggs and Ham. I'll tell you what, for those of you who put, we had a team put Sam I Am. Out of the kindness of our hearts, we'll give you a Sam I Am, but good work on that. Love it. I think the 2000s version of what you better be watching at 8 p.m. on Sundays is like The Bachelor or something like that at this point. All right, you have 4 minutes left. You're at about the halfway point, which makes sense. We have just under a third of the teams in on the picture round. Name that TV show based on its living room. One of my favorite picture round concepts we've ever done. Love that one. We should throw like a really easy one in there next time and make it like a Game of Thrones, like a castle or something like that. Or that's a good point, Sean. All right, you've got just over 2 minutes left in the picture round. 2 minutes left in the picture round. Feel free to let us know in the chat if you're having any issues with the forms or if you just want to talk trash. We always welcome trash talking in the forum. Some great team names. Really appreciate that. That keeps things interesting on our side. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. The PSTA. PTSA. Oh, I spelled it backwards. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Oh, what kind of headband? Spicy Boost. That's a great question. Kind with elastic, I guess. I don't know. I had it given to me by someone that could no longer stand to look at me looking like I was like in 8th grade on my way to my first My Chemical Romance concert or something like that, you know? Chic. Yes, thank you. Chic is right. The only other piece of headwear I have here is like a old cycling cap, and that's even goofier looking. All right, you have 44 seconds left. We are just 3 teams shy of having everybody in. If the last 3 get in, we can cut and run early if you want to on this round. No. All right. You have 20 seconds left. 19, 18, and we got everybody. We are good to go. Here we go. All right. Answers to round 2 presented by Giacomo, Upper Crust Pizza, Clayton Team, Kemba Credit Union, Audrey's Place, and Irvington Insurance. Here we go. Round 2, question 1. That living room was from the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. Number 2, that living room, this was the hardest one of the round. That was Sex in the City. Number 3 is Three's Company. Number 4, the Golden Girls. Number 5, anywhere you look, you'll see DJ or Michelle Tanner in Full House. Number 6, that is The Big Bang Theory, Bazinga. Number 7, that is Friends. That's the one where they have an apartment that somehow they afford in New York City. Number 8, that is Seinfeld. Number 9, that is Roseanne. And number 10 is Married with Children. All right, great work on round 2. Round 2 was the picture round. Next up is round 3. Round 3 is the money round. The money round is the best round of the night, hands down, and here's why. It's because now is the chance where if you're going to win this thing, you're going to do it right here. This round, round three, is brought to you by Associated Advertising Specialties. And at this time, we'd also want to take the time to thank our bronze sponsor, Audrey's Place, located on 10th Street west of Irvington. From airplanes to vintage toy pedal cars, Audrey Place has one of everything. Please stop in there and see what you can find. We also want to continue, of course, to thank Kemba and the Clayton team of Plaque Collective. Here we go, round three. You're going to go through the stop sign to enter round three, the money round. In round three, there are 4 questions. On each of these 4 questions, there is more than one correct answer. You're going to list the answers that are correct. And every correct answer that you give is worth 5 points. So each portion of each question here is worth as much as an entire question in the first round. So if you had a rough first round, now's where you make your money, right here in the money round. So every question has more than one correct answer, and order does not matter. So if I ask you what are the 3 namesake ingredients of a BLT, and you say bacon, lettuce, and tomato, that's good for 15. You say bacon, lettuce, and onion, that's only good for 10. All right, here we go. Round 3, question 1, not including humans. Last year, what 3 animals killed the most humans? I want you to give me those 3 animals. So not including humans, last year, what 3 animals killed the most humans? Question 2, the best-selling authors of novels in the U.S. in the 1990s, the top 5 were Tom Clancy and what other 4 authors? I want you to give me the other 4 authors that round out the top 5. In the 1990s, the 5 best-selling authors, one of them was Tom Clancy. I want you to give me the other 4 that round out the top 5. Question 3, I want you to name the 3 most visited homes in the U.S. So homes that either are now a home or at some point have been a home. The 3 most visited homes in the U.S., I want you to name them. Daniel Baker, I'll need you to clarify. Oh, never mind, we'll come back to that. All right, question 4, the final question of the money round, which is the best round. In the Grammy Awards that took place in 1979, there were 2 albums that went head-to-head for Album of the Year. They were both movie soundtracks. At the time, one of them was the best-selling album of all time, and the other one went on to become 8-time platinum certified. I want you to give me those 2 albums, but they're soundtracks, so they're basically the name of the movie. So basically, you need to give me the 2 movies whose soundtracks this is. So in the Grammy Awards that took place in 1979, there were 2 albums that went head-to-head for Album of the Year. They were both movie soundtracks. One of them was the best-selling album of all time at the time, and the other went on to become 8-time platinum certified. Give me the names of those 2 movies, also the name of the soundtrack. All right, those are your 4 questions to round 3, the money round. Go ahead and make your money right here in round 3. Good luck. Owen, thank you for the great recommendation in the chat there, Owen. Hopefully, it was none of the 3 animals that killed the most humans that did you in. But good luck on question 1 there. All right, good luck, everyone. You have 12 minutes. 12. Are insects animals? Yes, they are, Spicy Boost. Thank you for clarifying, Spicy Boost. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, then we're good. Yeah, we're gonna swap out for the cycling cap, I think. I don't think I can do the it's that the headband was too bad of a look, so we'll put on the cycling cap instead. What do you think, Spicy Boost? Is this chic as well? I should be drinking some espresso and riding a fixed gear bicycle right now, I think. All right, you have 6 minutes left. You are halfway done with the money round. All right, you have 4 minutes. 4 minutes left in the money round. 2 teams are in after with 4 minutes remaining. Good guess. All right, you have just over 2 minutes left in the money round. Let us know in the chat if you have any questions. Also, thank you to Daniel Baker. Thank you. Like I said before, I should be riding a fixed gear over to I don't know, what's a good coffee shop in Irvington? I'd say Black Acre. When did my Irvington friends? When does Black Acre? Are they reopening? Are they renovating after the fire from December? Can anyone tell me? Oh, it's Coal Yard. Coal Yard's the coffee I was thinking. I look like I should be riding a fixed gear over to Coal Yard Coffee Company right now. Supposed to be done in May. Excellent. That is great to hear, Cassandra. Thank you. All right, 1.5 minutes left. For those of you who do live in Irvington, Hambone's hosted on Wednesday nights at Black Acre Brewing Company before the fire, and since then we were hosting at Giacomo's on Wednesday nights at 8. Great time if once all the lockdown stuff is over and we're able to get back together and play trivia in person again. Come check us out there. We love it out there. Yeah. All right, you have 15 seconds left. We need your answers to the money round. Get those answers in, folks. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Time is up in the money round. We need your answers. Hopefully, you made your money here in the money round. A lot of pretty successful money rounds and a lot of guesses that were really, really good, solid guesses. So we'll talk about that here in just a minute. First, I just want to quickly give you an update. Total people playing tonight, there are 25 teams with 146 total people. So thank you so much for playing. Again, I'm going to post in the chat just one more time the link to the Sensory Room information. Again, we just want to thank our title sponsor, Kemba Credit Union, and the Clayton team. So we're going to continue on to round 4, and we'll mention them once more. But here are your answers to the money round. Money round question 1, not including humans. Last year, what 3 animals killed the most humans? Those were mosquitoes, Good question about insects there, Spicy Boost. Snakes and dogs. Mosquitoes, snakes, and dogs. All right, question 2. The best-selling authors of novels in the U.S. in the 1990s. Tom Clancy, for sure. The other 4, John Grisham, wrote like a book every 6 months, I think. Stephen King, Michael Crichton, and Danielle Steele. Danielle Steele, probably the hardest one of that question. Question 3, name the 3 most visited homes in the U.S. Those are the White House, Monticello, and Graceland. Graceland, home of Elvis. Some other great guesses there were Biltmore, Close but No Cigar, and Mount Vernon, George Washington's home. Again, another good guess, but not correct. All right, and the Grammy Awards, it took place in 1979, 2 albums head-to-head for Album of the Year, both movie soundtracks. Those were Grease and Saturday Night Fever. Grease and Saturday Night Fever, so great job on the money round. Beth, they are an animal. We can talk about this. I'll go pull up the scientific name. We can chat about it after I tell you about round 4. All right, so round 4 is the next round. First, before we start round 4, we want to thank Irvington Insurance, located, Evelyn, I will in just a second, located in the heart of Irvington at the corner of Washington and Johnson Avenue. The owner, Eric Wilson, grew up in Irvington and attended George Julian School 57. Reach out to Irvington Insurance for all of your auto, home, commercial, and life insurance needs, please. Also, please patronize the rest of the sponsors tonight, including Kemba Credit Union, our title sponsor. They continuously support the school and the Irvington community, so special thanks to them. I will do some more research and we can discuss the mosquitoes versus not mosquitoes. Evelyn, I'll list the answers right after we begin round 4. So go through the stop sign to round 4. There are 3 questions in round 4. Round 4 sponsored by Associated Advertising. Sponsored by Irvington Insurance. Those 3 questions are a little bit different. These are high-powered questions. There's a reason there's only 3. That's because on each one of these 3 questions, along with putting an answer, you are going to put a wager this time. Only this time, if you get the question wrong, you lose your wager. So go all in, 30, 30, 30. You can wager 0 to 30 on each. Go all in, 30, 30, 30. Get them all right. That's positive 90 points. That's awesome. Go all in, get them all wrong. Negative 30, negative 30, negative 30 for negative 90. That is a tough final round. So I'm going to read these, and then while you're working on them, I'll give you the answers there, Evelyn. And then after that, we will give you a scoreboard update so you know how you stand and how to wager. So if you want to wager with prudence and wager with strategy, just give us a second. We'll give you the scoreboard update. So round 4, question 1. With a name from Native American myth, this Ford model of car was the first winner of Motor Trend's Car of the Year. I want you to give me the name of that model. With a name from Native American myth, this Ford model was the first winner of Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Give me the name of that model. Question 2. It is made yearly. This object is made yearly by Tiffany's out of 7 pounds of silver. And each one that is made is touched by some 250,000 people. Tell me what that object is. 7 pounds of silver, every single year made by Tiffany out of 7 pounds of silver, touched by some 250,000 people. Tell me what that object is. And question 3, the final question of the final round and the last question of the night, not located in Washington, D.C., not located in Washington, D.C. This national monument is exactly as many feet tall as it is wide. I want you to give me that national monument. Tell me what monument that is. Not located in D.C., exactly as tall as it is wide. What national monument? Those are your final 3 questions of the night. You have 6 minutes. Good luck. And wager with prudence. Trust me on this one. Just be careful. No one's asking you to go all in. You don't have to. Wager with prudence. All right. Evelyn, here we go. We're going to run through these for you. Question 1, mosquitoes, snakes, dogs. Best-selling authors besides Tom Clancy were Danielle Steele, John Grisham, Stephen King, Michael Crichton. The 3 most visited homes in the U.S. are the White House, Graceland, Monticello, and the 2 albums, or also movie titles, were Grease and Saturday Night Fever. Hopefully that covered you. Feel free to chat me if you have any further questions there, Evelyn. Thank you. All right. Hey, Beth, I hate to do this to you, Beth, but insects are in the animal kingdom. They're invertebrates, but they're in the animal kingdom. That is for sure. Just wanted to follow up with you on that. I agree with you, Daniel Baker. Not a big mosquito guy myself. All right. So now, if you want a scoreboard update so that you know how to wager, here is the scoreboard update. And I'm going to give you all 25 since we've got 25 teams. Clayton team 54. Team Blesty is 62. Lockdown Looney is 65. Team Amelie 70. Team Psych 70. Red Devils 72. Crutchfield 72. Sassanox 74. Daniel turns 40 today. Happy birthday, Daniel. 80. The Scouts 80. In first place with an insurmountable lead, might be a misnomer. That's 82 points. Jets, Jets, 85 points. Audrey's Place, 87. Big Ragu in a Ball, 87. Spicy Boost, 90. Jet Blue, 90. I'm drawing a blank, 92. Quarantini's, 92. Debt free since quarter after 3, 95. Pink Team, 95. I just quizzed my pants, 97. Your Mom, 97. Kentucky, 97. In second place with 102 points is Carol's Killer Kittens. I'm guessing that's Carol Baskin you're talking about there. And in first place going into the final round with 112 points is the Quarantine. The Quarantine, watch out. Quarantine in first with 112, but a lot of points still to come here in this final round. Good luck. I'll stop talking. Let us know in the chat if you think we missed anything in your score, and we'd be happy to go back and double check. All right, you have 1 minute and 43 seconds left. Yes, Libby. Yes, Katie. Happy birthday to our good friend Daniel. Thirty seconds left in the final round. All right, your time is up. We need your answers. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Here we go. All right. Mr. Baker, happy birthday. Okay, so great job, everyone, on the final round. First of all, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Before I read the answers and the scores, I want to thank my guy, Sean Meehan, who's doing all the real work behind the scenes, grading as you turn in your answers while I just sit here and ramble. So thank you to him. Thank you again to all the sponsors tonight, Kemba Credit Union, Healing Arts, Clayton Collective, Clayton Team of the Platt Collective, Giacomo. We have Associated Advertising Specialties, Audrey's Place, Irvington Insurance. Thank you again to all of the sponsors. Thank you to anyone who's donated towards the sensory room. Awesome stuff in the sensory room. So all of that said, here we go. Here are your final answers of the night, rather. With a name from Native American myth, this Ford model was the winner of the first Motor Trend car of the year. That is the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird. Question 2, it is made yearly by Tiffany's out of 7 pounds of silver. Each one is touched by some 250,000 people. I think a lot of them kiss it, which is kind of weird and not okay in COVID-19 times, but that is the Super Bowl trophy. The Super Bowl trophy. And question 3, the final question of the night, not located in DC. This monument is exactly as tall as it is wide. That's because it's shaped like this. That is the St. Louis or Gateway Arch. The Gateway Arch in St. Louis. Great work on the final round. Here is your scoreboard. To end the night, I'm going to read you the top 10. In a 3-way tie for 8th place, it is Audrey's Place. It is Carol Baskin's Killer Kittens. And it is your mom. Congrats to your mom. In 7th place with 180 points, it is Jet Blue. Tied for 5th place with 182 points is I'm Drawing a Blank and the Quarantinis. Tied for 3rd place with 185 points is Debt Free Since Quarter After 3 and the Pink Team. In 2nd place, yes, we did count Lombardi Trophy, and I can go double check. We counted Lombardi Trophy. We counted Super Bowl. We counted Lombardi Trophy. All right, here we go. In 2nd place with 187 points is Kentucky. And that means that your winners tonight, they simply could not be stopped. With 202 points, that is the Quarantine. Congratulations to the Quarantine. Give it up for your winners. Thank you again so much for having us. My name is Dan. I've had Sean on the phone. We've been Hambone's Trivia. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to Hambone's Trivia proper YouTube channel. Come join us for another game. It was great playing with you. Thank you so much for having us. Keep up the great work. It's the PTSA. Who is it? Who is on the Quarantine? Quarantine. Oh, we also have prizes. I apologize. I was supposed to announce prizes. Hang on just 1 second. We're going to announce the prizes here. The prizes for tonight are the first place team. I'm sorry, we'll start with 3rd place team. We'll have to work out how this works. The 3rd place team between the two, the Pink Team and Debt Free Since Quarter After 3, $35. 2nd place, Kentucky with 187 points, $75. And the Quarantine, those 4, 202 points, $150. Congratulations. Reveal yourself, Quarantine. Reveal yourself. Quarantine, I see Jenny Porter Tyler on the email. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Congratulations to the Quarantine. Kentucky equals Lovan divided by 1. All right, great work. We'll hang out on the stream, try to figure out who the Quarantine was. We've got your email, so we'll reach out to you about your prizes. Hillary, Tara, I will send you the emails. I'll just send you the full results here. My pleasure. It was a pleasure playing with you. Hillary, my pleasure. Thank you for having us. My apologies for my hair. It's like a national emergency. As soon as things open back up, I know what I'm going to do. But Hillary, Tara, I will send you the final scores, and I will make sure that the emails are included on here as well. My pleasure, Daniel. You have a great name. I'll link the. Jennifer, thank you so much for playing. Great job. Great job. Here you go. Sensory. I'm going to post the sensory room link in the chat just one more time in case you want to check that out. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Was it really? Did they really again? Wow. It's a great game. Congratulations, our winners have revealed themselves. Jenny, Jeff, Brian, Sophie, Sally, the quarantine. Congratulations on your victory. 202 points. That's only missed 2 questions the entire night. One in the picture round and one in either round 1 or round 3. Great job. Also, for the 30 of you that are left, my pleasure, Evelyn. We'll see you later. Full House. Oh, Full House. How did you miss Full House? What a great living room. Uncle Joey coming down there and being like, cut it out. I'll probably have a nightmare about Uncle Joey coming down to that living room, like, cut it out. Oh, Michael Crichton. Is who? Oh, yeah, exactly. Sally, so close. Michael Crichton. Those Jurassic Park books sold like crazy. Jurassic Park book sales, 1990s. Let's see. Wow. Tons. Total sales. How do you even find this for books nowadays? All right. I'm giving it my darndest to find, but your son is a genius. His name is Brian. Apparently his name is Brian Porter. Yep, Brian Porter. Jurassic Park, that's right. That's exactly right. Crichton. I think he wrote, I'm trying to remember how many. He wrote a bunch. Wrote one called Prey. Yeah, his books in the 90s were Jurassic Park 1990, Rising Sun, which was not Jurassic Park, Disclosure, The Lost World, that would have been the second Jurassic Park, Airframe, and Timeline. It's a lot of books. All right, where'd my email go? Thank you. Thank you so much for your help, Sean. Great work. All right. All right. Sally, great question. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned this. I have your email. You entered it in round 1. I gave it to Hillary and Tara, so they will reach out to you about your prize. So congratulations on your victory. Quarantine, what a good name too. Sally, have you ever played any of the other Hambones games? There you go. There's the link to the other YouTube channel. You should, if you or any of the other folks in the PTSA are interested, you're old. I think you just know stuff. I'm sure you're young, Sally. You just know stuff. Just experience. We have basically a game every night at 8:30. That's the same format. Usually same format, same style of questions. It's a good time. And then we have theme games. Tomorrow is our Indy 500 theme. That's a pay-to-play game. It's that one is co-hosted by Charlie Kimball, who's an IndyCar driver, so that'll be a lot of fun. And questions in the final round are asked by Mario Andretti and Dario. What's Dario? Dario Franchitti. Thank you. And AJ Foyt. Yep. So that should be a great one. But all right. Well, thank you so much for having us, PTSA. Keep up the great work. The Sensory Room looks amazing. So keep up the excellent work, and we look forward to playing with you again sometime. Thank you so much on behalf of the Hambones team. Have a great Friday night and great rest of your weekend. Talk to you later.